Hi folks, welcome back. Thank you for watching. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It really does help when you do that. So today folks, another speaker comparison for you. Now a few weeks ago I put up my demo of the Scumback S75-PVC and I was absolutely loving that speaker in the video, indeed still am, and lots of you folks really liked it in the comments underneath it as well. Now, whenever I look to buy anything really, but especially something like a new speaker, I do as much research as I can about that speaker before I make the purchase. I do my due diligence, as it were. So in recent years, I've been reading a lot about Scumback, and one thing that comes up on forums time and time again is how does something such as the Scumback S75-PVC compare to Celestion, the big daddy of the speaker world, as it were. And that's been something that's been on my mind as well. So today we're going to find out. So I'm going to take the Scumback and put it in my Zilla Studio Pro 2x12 alongside its equivalent from the Celestion range, the Celestion AlNiCo Gold. Because on paper they are fairly similar in terms of specification and designed to do a very similar job. So the Gold is said to be a higher powered version of the old AlNiCo Blue, which is what the Scumback is as well. Now the Scumback has a little bit of the old silver AlNiCo mixed in tonally as well, so it's not a blue per se, but they are broadly similar in what they are designed to do. The Gold is 50 watts, the Scumback, this one at least, is 65. So in terms of wattage, they're similar. And in terms of price, unit price at least, they are very similar too. But of course, for me here in the UK, to buy the Scumback, I had to pay for the speaker and then pay for international shipping and import duty, non-sterling transaction fees, handling fees from the courier, VAT, all that sort of stuff. So to buy the Scumback was a lot more money than it would have been to go to the shop and buy a Celestion Gold here in the UK. And of course the reverse is true if you want to buy a Celestion in the States. All those fees will bump the price up as well and the Scumback will be much cheaper. So depending on where you live, can you treat these two speakers as kind of equivalents considering they're very similar on paper? What are the similarities and differences between them? So today I'm going to use a selection of different guitars into a couple of different amplifiers and play through these two speakers. I'm going to mic them with identical mics in identical positions relative to the center of their cones and then flip-flop between the recordings in Pro Tools to see how they compare. What are the similarities and differences? And hopefully put a few forum myths to bed. So without further ado folks, let's go! So there we are, folks. Now please do comment underneath, let me know what you were hearing today. Which of those speakers did you prefer, with which guitar and amplifier, and why? I love chatting nerdy guitar stuff with you folks in the comment sections. Now, as speakers go, in the grand scheme of all electric guitar speakers, you can definitely tell that those two have the same heritage in terms of what they're based on. They have that sort of clanky, jangly, old school British chime that we know and love. So they definitely have the same roots, as it were. And in terms of their treble and bass, to my ears at least, they are fairly similar, but there are two big differences between them that I can hear. The first is that I think the Celestion is slightly more efficient as a speaker than the Scumback, and it's not just an EQ thing. Looking at the metering in Pro Tools, the Scumback was a couple of dB quieter. Now I'm not sure exactly what the efficiency rating of the Scumback is. The Celestion is 100 dB, so I'm going to guess that the Scumback is somewhere around 97, 98, something like that. So it is a little bit quieter in absolute terms compared to the AlNiCo Gold. But the biggest difference, as I'm sure you guys picked up on, was the upper mid-range. The Celestion has that trademark snappy sizzle in the upper mids, and in comparison the Scumback doesn't have that. It sounds a little bit scooped up there, if anything. Now it's not a scooped speaker, it's just in comparison to the Celestion, it doesn't have that sort of nasal snap in the upper mids. But overall, they are very similar. Now, I deliberately, at a few points in the video, put the two together and adjusted the level so it was kind of equivalent to one on its own, because I think the two slot together absolutely beautifully, especially with the JTM45. It has the snap, it has the warmth, the Scumback has the woody lower mid-range, the Celestion has that sizzle, and they just work amazingly well together for that old school JTM45 tone. And I think it sounded great with the orange as well, but the JTM45 I thought was where it really shined, having the two together. But let me know your thoughts, folks. Did you prefer one over the other? Did you like the two running together? I love chatting and getting your thoughts and opinions in the comment sections. But for now, folks, thank you very much for watching. Please do carry on subscribing. It really does make a difference when you do that. I hope this video was interesting and useful for you and put a few forum myths to rest. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.